Hello and welcome to the Star Wars Guys YouTube channel where the Force is family. I am Master Paul.
And I am Epic John.
And we are going to be reacting to the new Super Mario Brothers movie teaser trailer that dropped today. Now, we're not going to be reacting to the full Nintendo Direct that came out surrounding it. We're just going to react to the trailer itself.
It's mostly waiting anyway.
Yeah, so let's go ahead and bring it on screen and see what we got. Now, full disclosure, we've already seen this before. We're just covering it for the video. So, when I first saw this shot, I thought that was an airship. I didn't realize it was an actual island. Did you?
It looked like an airship, but I realized it was the island.
The king of the Koopas!
That Bowser looks nice.
Yeah, Bowser looks amazing. And so do all of the Koopa Troopas too.
Gates!
Smash Bros. Ultimate Render.
Yeah, it does.
I would know that because I used
Now,
it in the tournament.
Why the
I like a fire versus ice dynamic.
I know, but I mean, obviously the penguins were in Mario. You know, I think ever since Super Mario 64. But
you yield?
Again, it just why of all the different characters? Why
I
them?
do not.
Well, I think it's because you want to make that are not toads. That's what you got.
Okay, fair enough.
Finally found it. Now who's gonna stop me?
Okay, so that's Mario.
He reminded me of Fix-It Felix Jr. from Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, he really does.
What is this place?
And I'm still not 100% sure yet.
You'll die! Oh, I'm sorry. That one's perfectly fine. Come on,
All right,
Mario!
Toad is cool. Toad's cool.
Mushroom Kingdom.
But I'm not 100% sure what I think about Chris Pratt's voice as Mario.
I mean, I think we'll get used to it eventually. Same situation as...
Ooh, Luigi. And they have Dry Bones in there too.
Well, I think it's the same situation as Ben Schwartz's Sonic.
Yeah?
We got used to it.
We did. And obviously, you know, it's not Charles Martinet, so it's not going to sound exactly the same as the Mario that we're used to from the games. So, you know, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's an acquired taste. So let's go again through the teaser, but this time we're going to stop it in certain places and analyze what we're seeing. So, and we're going to do it with no sound this time. So you can take your earbud out if you need to.
I'm good.
So we start playing through, and the penguin castle in the background. When I first saw that, I thought that was Peach's castle for whatever reason, but I don't know. Maybe that could have also passed for Rosalina's castle if they were going to have her in here. But maybe. I certainly was not expecting the penguins. And then the fireballs that come down and land on the ice, those look amazing. But again, you don't see it yet, but doesn't that look like a version of the airship at first?
Yeah, but hey, at the very least, it's not Chris Pratt as Buzz. Wait, no. It isn't... Who played Captain America again? I'm
Chris
forgetting
Evans.
Chris Evans is Lightyear.
Yeah.
That was horrible.
Yeah. Now, so a floating island, or I guess you could say a floating lava bowl, lands in the middle of this ice. And I gotta say, when I first saw this, I thought that was where they were, again, still operating under the assumption that that's Princess Peach's castle, that literally Bowser's country like the physical land is invading the Mushroom Kingdom and like planting itself there, saying this is now our property. That could
Sort of like what they did in New Super Mario Bros. U, where Kamek slowly turned the Peach's castle into Bowser's castle.
right. And that could still be what's going on here, but we don't know that for sure yet. So let's move on now to is that a normal Magikoopa or is that actually Kamek, do you think?
I think that's actually Kamek. There might be some distinction.
Yeah. So let's go back a little bit actually. Look at the texture on his skin and on the Koopa's skin. Somehow they made that look realistic in a really nice way, don't you think?
Yeah, it's not so realistic, but it's not so stylized. They hit the middle ground pretty well, unlike Pinocchio, the new remake.
You actually watched that?
I saw little glimpses of it.
Okay.
Don't.
Yeah. And then look at Bowser too. Like that, you already said it looks like a Smash Brothers cutscene. That is spot on. So kudos to Illumination for getting that right.
Well, this doesn't really look like something, frankly, they would make like Minions or Despicable Me or Minions Rise of Gru.
Right.
I have not seen that.
And again, I'm not saying it's bad. I'm not saying it's bad. It's just the Penguins seemed like an odd choice because honestly, do they really play that big of a prominent role in the Mario universe?
Not really. But that King guy? If his name is not King Cool, I am suing.
I don't think they're going to do that because people are going to make the memes of King Cool, you mean King K. Rool? That's a bad joke. All right, so we get the big snowball fights. Again, that shot of Bowser is amazing.
I like how he sort of hunched down. When he stands up, he is going to be massive.
I just had a thought. What if at the very possible spoilers, but I'm about to make a prediction. What if at the very end of this movie, the quote-unquote final battle between Mario and Bowser, we see Giga Bowser from Smash Brothers? He's literally
Imagine.
Yeah, that would be awesome. It would be like in the second Sonic movie when we see the giant Eggman robot. I forget what its actual name is. All right, so let's now look at that. Let's actually go back a little bit. So the penguins get thrown aside again, and that fire looks real.
Yeah.
And that's probably the most devastating we've seen Bowser's fire, certainly more so than any of the games.
Yeah, it reminds me again of Bowser's Smash Bros. Move, but just so much more impactful.
Exactly.
Because Bowser's Smash Bros. Move like that, it's good, but it's not that.
Right. Now, this star here, that could be multiple different things. That could either be a power star or the invincibility star. Which one do you think it is?
I think there might be there might be X number of power stars. Let's say there are 10 in each realm, and Bowser's just going about collecting them, and this is the first one that he gets.
Okay, I could see that.
And that would trigger the Giga Bowser transformation.
Yeah, I could 100% see that. Or it could also be the invincibility star, and he hasn't realized yet that power-up is temporary. So he's got to keep... So, if anything, he's got to find more of them to continue being invincible. And of course, Mario's got to stop him. Speaking of Mario, we see him here. And I do 100% see a strong resemblance to Fix-It Felix. Because I believe the character of Fix-It Felix was very much inspired by Mario to begin with.
Yeah.
And like I said, Chris Pratt's voice coming out of there. Again, I don't hate it. It's just something that we're going to have to get used to. So.
Stop it right there.
Right here.
You see that blue mushroom?
Yeah.
That, I think, is referencing the mini mushroom.
I think so. Or it could be referencing the parasail mushroom in Mushroom Gorge.
Maybe.
But I think that's a bit too obscure. Now, he came from inside that pipe. So, is that a different section of the Mushroom Kingdom that he came from? Or do you think they're doing it like the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, where they start out in Brooklyn and then fall down the pipe and end up in the Mushroom Kingdom?
I don't think they're going to use the Super Mario Super Show.
Why not? At least have the credits be, "Do the Mario!"
That was a fun show. I need to find out how to watch that.
Future Animation Friday stuff, by the way. Spoilers. And then, of course, we see another good shot of Mario right here. I think this makes Mario look better than that shot where he's cringing. But even still, I think the one legit critique that I have with Mario's design, his face looks a little too wide, like almost Wario-like.
Yeah. Who knows? We might see him in the sequel taking on a Knuckles-like role.
Assuming there is a sequel.
Assuming. We haven't even gotten the first one.
Right. And then here is Toad. Toad looks, again, spot on from the games. And honestly, he has the voice that you would expect him to have, but not in an annoying way.
Yeah. I think that if you just put, let's say you put Ian McGregor's, I can't talk, but you know who I'm talking about.
Ewan McGregor.
Yeah. That wouldn't work, but I don't know who's voicing Toad, but they do a good job.
They do. And then, of course, the logo. The logo looks amazing.
Can't wait to see movie posters.
Yeah. And then, of course, we have Luigi getting chased by some dry bones. So this door that's shutting behind him, I don't think this is what they're referencing, but it makes me think of Luigi's Mansion for whatever reason.
Maybe Luigi and Mario are just going to go on separate paths and then meet up at the end.
I could see that. So anyways, that is our thoughts on the Mario Brothers movie. I'm definitely excited. Are you excited?
Yes, I think this has the potential to be as good as Sonic 2.
Do you think perhaps they might be shared universes, despite the fact that one's live action, the other's animated?
Well, there was that one time that the Sonic movie director said that he wanted to make a Smash Brothers movie. So maybe.
Okay. I mean, you take Sonic by himself and you throw him into that universe, and the fact that he's CGI, he would fit in. He'd probably have to go through a redesign, but I think he'd fit in. Obviously, the human characters couldn't really come in.
I mean, he's Sonic. You recognize him.
Exactly. So, like I said, that is our thoughts on Sonic the Hedgehog. We're definitely going to see this in theaters.
Mario movie.
Yes, that's our thoughts on the Mario movie. We're definitely going to see it in theaters. In fact, I kind of want to see it release day, being honest with you.
Opening night, let's go, baby.
Yep. And when we do see it, we will give you our thoughts on it. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. And just remember, everyone, the Force is family. See you guys later.